Hello noobs, in this video I'm going to be giving trading tips for beginners. I usually do tips for like mid-tier traders, but most traders are actually like small traders, like say 1 to 10k or even like 5k to like 30k. So I thought I'd make a video for you guys as well. So let's just get right into it. Tip number 1 is to never upgrade too much. What I mean is that don't give a 300 OP for say like a 5k item just because you want an upgrade. Because with smaller items, it's never good to give an OP more than you really should or have to, just because you want an upgrade. It just doesn't make sense. Hold off and take your time and just try to get good quality trades. Tip number 2 is don't look for small downgrades, because just because you're getting a win doesn't mean it's actually good. So when you're downgrading, try to look for a solid OP and don't get a small OP just because you want to make a trade. Get something that's actually worth your time. Tip number 3 is to trade for projecteds, but what I really mean by that is trade for projecteds for like not too much. So say 2k for 6k, 3k for 8k, 4k for 10k, and furthermore. So say 6k for 12k, and you could just keep on going. Maybe 5k for 12k. But when flipping projecteds, always try to look for at least like 500 profit, but it depends. So for a 6k item, if you're giving 2k, if you could even make like 2.5k, or even 3k, that would be amazing. But if you get like a 15k projected, for example, try to make at least 1,000 profit, or else it's not really worth your time, because they do take a little while to flip. Tip number 4 is demand is always good, so always try to get it, but don't get demand when it seems peaked. So say if something is usually selling around 2,000, for example, but right now it's at like 2.3k wrap, don't get it now, wait for when it goes down. So an item like that would be Sinister Branches. So if it's at like 1.8, 1.9k wrap, get it. OP, even maybe 150 for it, because in a day it'll probably go up to like 2,300 wrap, maybe even more possibly. It peaks at like 2.5k. So try to get it when it's low. This stands for other items as well. Sinister Branches is just an example. Also, low demand is good as well, because if you get a good offer for non-demand, just do it. Because demand, I think, is going to start to die pretty soon, but not even that. Low demand usually goes up like pretty steadily, especially with smalls, because it sells pretty high and nobody really sells it for low. And not that many people that get beamed or scammed have those low demand items. So most of the time, you're probably going to be good with those, either if you want to hold on to them or if you want to sell them, because you can sell them for a good price. Say it's 3k wrap, for example, maybe you could sell for 5k and make some profit off of that. That's happened to me before, it could very well happen to you. And also there are people that just like low demand wrap items, or because it's selling high, people will OP more. So low demand is just as good as demand in my opinion, if not better, depending on the item and depending if it's peaked or not. Also, don't get Gucci items to start out with. Like, try not to get Gucci items in general, but especially not when you're just starting, because Gucci items, no one OPs for them. Upgrading them is tough, and they're just never really good, and when they do go projected, they go up to like 8k or 9k, but you can't really get more than 1k off of it. Like, unless you're trading with a really stupid trader, if you get really lucky, you can maybe get 2k. But most of the time, you're gonna be getting like 1k at best, if you're lucky. Like, I usually can't even or don't even flip Gucci projections because it's really just a waste of time. So I would just not even get Gucci items. Also, for new limiteds, always try to sell off them right away or trade them off right away, because that's the point when they are peaked right away. Then they'll go down and they won't be at that point for a little while. So I'd rather do it now, and then you could get them back later, say even a couple days later, and it'll be like a couple hundred less, or at least 100 less. It very rarely will go up after that. Usually it's peaked right off the beginning. Alright, lastly, try to find bad traders. So if you guys are a beginner, you probably aren't the best trader, let's be honest. If you're watching this video, you're probably not the best trader. But there are some people that are really bad, like they don't know what they're doing. They just bought a bunch of Robux and just started trading on their own with no real experience. So they don't know what they're doing. So those are the type of people you flip projecteds on. You maybe even say that the trade is good if it's not. And look, I don't have to do this because I'm a pretty big trader, but for smaller traders, if you want to be like that, you can. Like, there's nothing against you doing that. I used to do it when I was like maybe 2 years ago, when I was trading like with smalls, and you guys could do the same thing. Just if you could really find the people to do it, why not? It'll be a big boost. If you start out with 4K and you could find like a really bad trader, it makes you 2K profit, just do it. That 2K is really going to make a huge difference for you. But that's it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like this video. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, so that would be pretty nice. If you want like another one of these videos with some more tips, which I could definitely do, just comment. And yeah, that's it. Bye, noobs.